4.8. So today we're going to be taking the bike out. I'm going to do first test I'm going to be doing is run this on pedal assist level 3. I'm going to do pedaling for 5 miles, trying to see. I got the power analyzer hooked up. I want to see what the power consumption is doing pedal assist, and then I'm going to turn around and do the same 5 miles back, no pedaling, just throttle on the same pedal assist setting, so we can compare what the power usage is. I had some viewers comments about seeing pedal assist levels, things like that, range. Everybody's always asking about range. You know, that's the idea of this test. For anybody watching, this test isn't comparing this specific motor to another bike. It's just going to be a gauge. So if you're trying to figure out, you know, how much range you can get. So, but anyway, so this test today, and like I said, it's going to be pedal assist 3, pedaling along, set 5 miles, and then I'll take a reading. We'll see how many kilowatts it is, the watt hours, I should say, amp hours, and then I'll reset the meter, come back the same exact path, and we'll see the difference, how much power I'm actually using. It'll show how much leg power I'm putting into the ride. All right, so I'm going to get on the bike and let's get testing. I'm starting here from scratch, 0. Just got to a good starting point on the canal path. So I'll show you the meter. Tried to find a starting point in the shade. So you can see everything's at 0 right now. Odometer right there on the left. Trip odometer to the left of the pedal assist setting is 1, or is 0, I'm sorry. Now I'm in 3. That's where I'm going to leave that. This is running the 500 watt geared front motor only. So the only difference in this video, I'm not going to do a live action. I can't. I tried this video yesterday. Yesterday was about 93 degrees, and the heat was just heating up my camera. And by the end, I couldn't even finish the video. It was shutting down because it was running too hot. So today, I'm going to show you the starting point like I just did, zeroed out. Then when I'm getting up to the 2.5 mile mark and I'm about to turn around, we'll take a quick reading. And I'll show you the odometer. I'll turn around, come back, and then I'll show you at the finish at the 5 mile marker. All right, so I'm going to get on the bike now. I'll go about 2.5 miles, and then we'll take some readings here. Okay, so we're at 2.5 miles. Just did pedal assist. Pedaling along, and believe me, I'm feeling it. Like I said, I don't know if I said this earlier, but it's about 96 degrees today. So feeling the heat, but just wanted to get this test done. So now, here's where we're at with our power levels. 0.605 amp hours, 31.1 watt hours I used to go this far. So here's where I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go back the same 2.5 miles to end at that starting point where we started from. And the reason I'm going half and then turn around going half, because I got some breeze today. So this way I get a truly accurate reading. I'm gonna, because if I have the wind at my back, it's gonna be easier. I didn't want to do one test, one direction, turn around and say do throttle only into the wind, because you're not getting true results. This is, I want an exact side-by-side comparison. So same path, same wind resistance. So let me get back on the bike and pick back up at 5 miles. All right, so here we are. Just hit 5 miles. There it is, 5 miles, right to the left of the pedal assist 3. We got 67.9 watt hours, 1.33 amp hours, and then 67.9 watt hours once again. So I'm going to zero out this meter and get set up to do throttle only. Okay, so here we are. Let me move this out of the way. It's just my gear I have strapped to the bike. So I'll show you it zeroed out. Everything's at 0. Tripometer is at 0, as you can see there, to the left of the pedal assist setting. So, all right, now getting on the bike, I'm going to do throttle only, same route I just did. I'll check back in at 2.5 miles. All right, so here we are, 2.5 miles of throttle only at pedal assist level 3, and let's see what the meter's saying. 41.8 watt hours. Right there, 0.853 amp hours. All right, so Let me turn this thing around and be picking back up at the 5 mile marker. I'm at 4.5 miles. Just wanted to film the last half mile so you can kind of see the speed I'm going and all that. Not going as fast as he was. Right now I'm pulling 372 watts, 4.9 miles. All right, that's 5. All right, so you can see I got 5 miles now. Got 5 on the trip. Let's see our overall total for the throttle only. It's got 88 watt hours. We got 1.802 amp hours used. So once again, that's throttle only, pedal assist level 3, 5 miles. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'll put this all together and we'll get the results. So here is an illustration I made showing the totals from my test run. I'm gonna go right to the 5 mile totals. So on the top, under pedal assist, 5 miles, using pedal assist, pedaling along, I use 67.9 watt hours. Then when you go down to the bottom under throttle only, you can see under the 5 mile, that was the finish of the test, used 88 watt hours. This is the important number for figuring out range of batteries, because when you're buying batteries, you'll see a lot of things are based in watt hours. So you can basically, that was 5 miles, I used 88 watt hours, going 19 miles an hour. So it gives you an idea. If you have a 20 amp hour battery, look at the total watt hours, and you can divide that by 88. That would be basically 5 miles. In my case, that's not taking into consideration hills, different terrains, etc. But it's just a gauge, give you an idea what to follow. An illustration that should help figure out your range. Using this, you can start at the top. It'll kind of walk you through it. Step 1, it's basically taking your battery voltage times how many amp hour battery you have. That will give you your total watt hours, because watt hours is literally power. That's your voltage times current, right? So how they come up with this number, watt hours. And then between 48 and 20, it's giving you an example for both. If you had a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery or a 52 volt 20 amp hour battery, it gives you your total wattage. Like the 52 volt there, you can see it's 1,040 watt hours. 48 volt would be 20 amp hours. So you can even test that with the math if you have a calculator and try it out, you'll see. And then the numbers down below under step 2, this is just based on that test I ran. I was running a 500 watt geared motor, but like I said in some of my other videos, most likely you're going to use about the same amount of power with the different types of motors that are out there if you're going that speed. I was going about 19 miles an hour. One test I was pedaling along, one test I was going throttle only. So you're still going to use about the same amount of power to get you moving, unless you're on a big heavy bike. But for a guide, if you're curious, if you want to go take a 30-mile ride and you have a 15 amp hour battery, you can kind of use this sheet to give you a guide to figure out your range, get you close, get you figuring it out.